Now, do you think that these drugs are going to put gyms, Weight Watchers, bariatric practices like your own out of business because people are going to say, I don't need to do any of this stuff, doc. I don't need to do lap band surgery. I'm just going to take Wegovy and I'm going to lose 50 pounds because I'm never hungry. And my body empties its stomach so slowly, I don't have to eat that much.
Absolutely not. It's important to point out that about half of the patients that I operate on, and I have a high volume practice, have already been on these medications for years. It works for a lot of people. As one of the guests on the show, the mother of one of the patients who had bariatric surgery said, it didn't work for her. And the contraindications for people who have had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia, or even can't tolerate it, those people also have hope. So it's not one or the other. It's not about diet or exercise versus medication versus surgery. It's a complex disease when you look at people who have obesity. When you have people who are fluctuating 5, 10 pounds because they want to look a certain way, that should not be part of the conversation. And although the show is very, like you said, appropriate because it's empowering people who are morbidly obese to not feel like they can, quote, the easy way out. There is no easy way out. It's only one way to be healthy, and that's all that matters, is that you reach a healthy weight in a healthy way that includes diet, exercise, and it changes the way you cope. One of the patients was talking about how their father passed away, and they went into eating and coping with eating. Well, the medication doesn't solve that.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.